Hey everybody, so I have this weird, I don't know, I've been seeing this video a lot because I've been watching, I guess, cable TV quite a bit because of just my current living situation. And I keep seeing this same ad from New York State for this AI baby commercial. And I just looked at, like, I literally looked at New York's actual website and I can't find it. I was actually looking on the actual website and their YouTube channel, and for some reason, I can't find it. There we go. My computer is lagging. It just has a bunch of like random suits telling their story with no views whatsoever. But you see in my search bar, I have NY Health, vaccination commercial with the talking babies. I even did NYC, and I didn't find anything. And really, what it shows is, I think on the website too, which I don't know if I still have it up, but yeah, it was just this guy talking about his experience with vaccines or something. So I don't know when this commercial was filmed, but I found a little snippet of it on TikTok. And I actually see I liked what somebody said, that they tried looking it up when they saw it and they couldn't find it anywhere, because that's literally what I was sitting here doing for a few minutes. So let's watch this and we'll discuss it after.
What the
Bro,
So it doesn't really have what they're saying, but it's like this weird filter with AI
what the
babies. And
bro.
they're basically talking about system upgrades and like your body. Oh, here
Vaccines
you
have
go.
saved millions of lives. From measles, mumps, polio, tetanus, and other life-threatening diseases.
And when everybody gets their shots, boom, immune system routine.
So yeah, update your body.
Because walking around with your immune system not knowing what's up, so last year. MAGA's
you
coming.
Yeah, so
Vaccines
basically
have saved millions.
walking around with your system not updated, kind of treating the body like some sort of software, and that your body needs to be updated. And that doesn't really jive with, or I guess dispel all of the quote unquote conspiracy theories that people have been saying about the shots and the links that people were making when they were driving around. I mean, I didn't pull up the videos I meant to actually, but my computer is being a little wonky. But it doesn't really disregard the videos of people, if you've seen them with Teslas driving around and they can see what appears to be spirits or ghosts, and then they go to like a graveyard and they'll find Mac ID addresses in the graves of people who recently had passed away during the pandemic. And people were saying, and there are reports on it, but I mean, I still don't want to mention it, because it seems like even if you do cite the government websites with their own information now, they will still try to say it's disinformation. But if you know, you know. So I thought that was weird. And then I remembered this, I guess it was a Triscuit commercial a long time ago. If you guys want to check this out.
Triscuit, it's non-genetically modified.
And if you remember, I mean, there are GMO foods, but I think the joke is that she's not genetically modified. And a lot of these shots were allegedly genetically modifying people's DNA, which I keep saying alleged. I know there are recent studies proving this that I've seen, but baby steps, I guess.
Triscuit
is non-GMO, project verified. Triscuit makes skit happen.
I am also not genetically modified.
And then she does the wink. So we have that, which was quite some time ago. And that was during the height of, well, almost, into, I guess, the pandemic. But I saw, because I remember seeing this a while ago, about how nature mimics the human body and architecture also mimics nature and the human body in turn, because everything is kind of related. And I saw this like, a while ago. I don't know if I want to click that, but it's like the lungs, and then it's a tree, and it's basically, oh, there we go. It's a lung and the trees, and it's basically the same design because it's the same blueprint. So they look near identical. And oh, this is a good one. A tree of life, and then a human placenta, a tree stump, and a fingerprint. Again, the lungs and the tree branches, the leaf veins and human veins, and then river networks. It's all the same sort of, I don't want to say symmetry. What do I want to say? It's the same pattern, the same shapes, the same sacred geometry. That's what it's called, sacred geometry, reflected in all things. So nature reflects humans, humans reflect nature and architecture. And then, like in my case, because I have curly hair, so my hair somewhat looks like a tree, kind of like this artist in Brazil goes viral after using trees as hair for his women's portraits. So this kind of, I mean, my hair doesn't look exactly like that, but I guess my hair actually looks more like this today. My hair is kind of wild, but for somebody like me, I would be reflected in a tree as well, because my hair looks like the way the trees look right now. It's full and it's summertime, and this is kind of what my hair looks like right now. I had my camera up, but for some reason it's not really recording while I'm screen recording, and I didn't know that, so I wasted 20 minutes just now talking and thinking I'm on camera still, and I wasn't. So I'm not gonna make that mistake again. But yeah, my hair kind of looks similar to this too. But that is, another reflection of hair and nature. And I know weeping willows as well. Yeah, like something like this could also be a reflection of somebody's hair. Looks very similar to like a wavy hair or something like that. But you guys get the gist. So I saw this post, and this is kind of like talking about the spine, and kind of similar to how you see ancient temples, especially like Angkor Wat, and I think the Imperial City in China, or one of those things. Again, I didn't pull that up either, but they all look like computer grids, like the layout of the temples, and then they harvest energy from the other, and in turn, the spine is thought to be an antenna, and we have the chakras all along the spine, and the spine is reflected. The picture is kind of reflecting somebody's spine, and then it's like the temples, the pagodas, and all of the different levels, and then you have the crown, and it looks like somebody wearing a helmet on their head. So I think that's pretty cool. And this person is just talking about frequencies of the heartbeat and the brain and basically the spine, and they bring up the chakras and the kundalini energy, and how it's like supposed to be like two serpents, kind of like that medical staff thing. It's like the two serpents intertwined, and the brain and all of that. And then I saw a video too, which I guess I'll put it in here if I can find it again. I meant to pull it up, but
computer broke physics. China's is allegedly faster than light, but here's what nobody's telling you. You are the original technology, and you're being replaced in your own image. Trump's tech chief said we can now manipulate time and space. That's not conspiracy. That's quantum. Let's break it down. No fluff, no parallel realities. Every time you make a choice, a new timeline branches off. Not metaphorically, literally. Quantum superposition means you're alive in multiple realities right now. Your frequency determines which one you're tuned to. The higher your coherence, the more you collapse timelines. Translation? The more aligned your nervous system is with your scroll, the faster reality bends to your will. Google's Sycamore reached quantum supremacy. China's Zhuzhonghang beat them in speed, but speed isn't the point. Both systems still need cooling control and a lab. You're self-aware tech. You were built to override timelines without a machine. And every upgrade you've ever needed was emotional, not mechanical. AI is mimicking you. Quantum computing is just trying to replicate what you already do through embodiment. They are simulating alignment while you're still sitting in self-doubt. If you're watching this and you feel the pull, you're the original timeline operator. You don't need a computer to bend reality. You just need to remember who the you are and who the machine was modeled after. Common quantum if you're done being a battery and ready to flip the grid. Google's quantum computer.
This is basically what somebody else was saying too, though, that we are kind of like the original quantum computers, especially with like Google's new AI. And I don't know if you guys have seen those videos with the prompt, and it's like it looks super realistic, and it's actually kind of unsettling. But basically, we kind of are like the OG quantum computers, and all we need to do is like kind of take our shoes off and ground to the earth, because we have like plastic soles now. But if 100 years ago people were still wearing leather soles, so you could easily feel the vibrations of the earth more and get that sort of electric charge, and then that reduces inflammation. And also being outside more, being out in the garden and getting the UV rays, it's very healthy for you. And this is just talking about our cerebral cortex and just basically everything that makes our body like the original computer, similar to the old layouts, the ancient layouts of the temples, where they're harvesting electrical energy just from the atmosphere. And then we ourselves have an electric charge that interacts with the earth's surface. And it just, especially the heart chakra is the power supply. And this is just a little graph of the nervous system. And then I'd found something interesting about the heart is like an energetic vortex. And I seen it, there it goes, this video.
Wow. So it is a one piece.
Wow. Can you do that?
Yeah.
Take a video.
Oh, video is another Kodak. It's another Kodak moment. So this part has to derotate underneath. So it's one piece. It's one.
So is this the aorta candle?
Yeah.
That's nice.
We're
amazing.
So it is a.
So as you can see, this is actually what the heart looks like. It is covered in muscles, but then you unfurl the heart basically, and it's a vortex.
Another Kodak.
And it just unrolls itself.
So this part has to derotate underneath. So it's one piece. It's one.
So is this the aorta candle?
Yeah.
That's nice. We're amazing.
And it is. This is apparently from Charles C. Babbitt, over 100 years old. He drew basically the heart as kind of like an engine to a car, and it has the vortex, and the vortex can be in the electrical charge, the electric that's in our bodies, and it can also be the spiritual or emotional charge. And then you have basically like the motors and the chains around it, the vortex, the electrical colors, and all of that, the positive end, the negative end, like a battery. And the heart is what controls our emotions. It basically allows our body, along with the brain, in tandem with the brain, to function. And there's the link to the full PDF as well. Principles of Light and Color by Edwin D. Babbitt, 1878. So I will leave this in the description so you guys can read it as well. Oh, I just downloaded, apparently. I didn't mean to download it. But yeah, I will leave that in the description. But yeah, that is, again, the human body and nature inspiring architecture, designs, creativity, because it all works in tandem. And also the heart chakra, just in general, is very important in the body. I kind of neglect my heart chakra, if I'm honest. I need to. I do Qigong meditation. I need to do more. But The symbol is two intersecting triangles forming a six-pointed star with a circle with 12 petals. That is the heart chakra symbol. And the heart chakra focuses on relating relationships and compassion, empathy, ability to grieve and reach peace, transformation, change, discernment. It's located with air, obviously, because your heart needs air. That's how the heart pumps. And I know you guys probably see the conch shell. I'm going to tie that in a second. But this is how, the heart works. It breathes in oxygen and the chambers pump, and they not unfurl, but they act as an engine and pump the oxygen through your body. And you can feel the heartbeat in your wrist and all through your body. And again, just like tree branches swaying in the wind, that's how our lungs look. And the fourth chakra, which is the heart chakra, it interacts with our capacity to love, and it is a bridge between earthly and spiritual aspirations. It deals with the ego, appreciation of all beautiful things, or like nature, and experiencing meaningful relationships. And then if you're out of balance, you'll be defensive, jealous, fear of intimacy, codependency, holding grudges. And then at a physical level, you'll have respiratory ailments because you're not able to breathe and let that the heart unfurl and be the vortex of air that it needs to be, the vortex to kind of make your body work. And you'll have circulatory and heart-related issues, circulatory issues too. Maybe your hands will be cold, kind of like how my hand is cold right now. And when your energy and your chakra is blocked or hindered, you may experience what is sometimes referred to as heart chakra pain. I don't think that's similar to a heart attack. It's probably like a psychosomatic sort of issue. And then I just wanted to look at the Webster's 1828 dictionary definition for heart, which, as you can see, it is a lot, a lot of things dealing with the heart. And the first, of course, definition being just it's a muscular viscous, and it by contracting and dilating, the blood is received from the veins and returned through the arteries, and just like that vortex that is the blood and air and all of that, creating a vortex, kind of like a tornado almost, and charging the battery that is your body. And it's just basically the inner of everything, like the heart of a country, heart of a kingdom or an empire, the heart of a tree, which brings us back again to nature and a tree stump, which is kind of like the heart of the tree, and that's like the fingerprint. And all of our fingerprints are said to be unique. And I'm guessing tree stumps have very unique fingerprints as well. And then it's the heart is the seat of affections and passions, of love, joy, grief. And that goes along with, if you've ever heard too about people getting like heart transplants or something, and they love the same things that the previous owner of that heart, the donor, loved. That's kind of like the electrical, energetic signature on that vital organ. The capacity to love and all of those different things. It's kind of interesting how to it basically says like the heart is like the seat of passions, and that's basically what chakra information says. And this is like old information, but then nowadays if you look up that, you won't find the same sort of detailed description of, or even the heart is what makes up a person, a character, and it's used with respect to courage or kindness, secret thoughts, recesses of the mind, which again ties into the chakra, the fourth chakra, of just transcending personal identity and limitations of ego, and all of the bridge between earthly and spiritual aspirations, basically what makes you you. I think that's just really interesting that the heart back then, the definition of the heart has so many different, like, strength, power. Again, it goes back to that. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Hopefully that wasn't it. Oh, was that oh, well, okay, I don't know if I can get that back, but that goes back to just being the vortex, the engine. And yeah, again, this is just to encourage, not use much, but have heart, have courage. I think that's really interesting that that is like the definition in 1828 of heart. It ties in with the definition of the chakra. And if you look up heart definition today, it's kind of just a hollow muscular organ that pumps the blood through the circulatory system by rhythmic contraction and dilation. So basically, similar to, less eloquently written, but similar to the Webster's 1828 definition. And then the right or innermost part of something. And again, that is innermost part of anything, and that's kind of it. We have a little bit more, but it's not. It's not hitting the same as the other one. The conventional representation of the heart. Yeah, okay. So they're just talking about like the emoji of a heart. The condition of agricultural land as regards to fertility. I've never heard that. Like to like very much. Yeah. So it's just basically and at heart now is in one's real nature in contrast to how one may appear at heart, which, and to disagree with that, I mean, just the original definition had all of that: the seat of understanding, the disposition of the mind, the disposition of the person. So that's actually just really interesting. How Webster's 1828 has all these different eloquent definitions of the heart to do with like emotions and spirituality and the heart of things and nature. And then Merriam-Webster, which is Webster and I guess Merriam, established 1828, but it's not as good. Essential or most vital part of something, one's innermost characters, feelings, or inclinations. The younger central compact part of a leafy rosette. So heart of lettuce. Basically a heart of lettuce and a generic illustration. And this is saying it's established 1828, like it's taking from that, but then you have actual 1828 and it has like poetry in it and talking about characteristics and chakras basically, and the difference in things. Okay, so the last thing is the conch shell. And it kind of resonates again with the heart. It has a similar design of what I think I closed out that tab, but the heart vortex, the conch shell, which seems to be very important. And I remember Lord of the Flies made a big deal of conch shells. I think Animal Crossing has conch shells too, but the frequency, the harmonic vibes of blowing through the conch shell to symbolize ceremonies, emission of frequencies of divine energy, and like projection of circles of divine consciousness, and then just the different energies and frequencies, your own voice box, whatever frequency you're projecting, and that kind of changes that. And then we have just Hawaiian ceremonies talking about the conch, and which has the frequency of the ocean, and just in tandem with the sun and just the environment. So yeah, and kind of reminds me of just a heart. But that's basically what I wanted to mention, because I remember just again the weird AI baby commercial I've been seeing on TV, and it's just talking about your body is like a machine and you need a software update, you need the vaccine or whatever vaccine they're pushing now. And it's just so artificial and so out of place, and it's like they still aired it. So we have something like that, and then we have just nature and how the body is itself its own machine, its own quantum computer that doesn't need an artificial update because we already are the original machines. But what do you think about this whole topic? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and I will put that book. I don't know where it is right now, but Oh, I need to pull it back up. So I will put that book in the comment section. Yeah, and let me know if you guys think I should do any other topics. Yeah, leave your thoughts in the comment section below, and I will see you guys again soon, okay? Bye-bye.